All right, let's take a look at Tesla on the monthly chart. So Tesla has been in such a beautiful push so far this month, but let's look at the overall big picture and see what we can see. So first things first, we have a strong resistance level at about that 360 to 361. We've been talking about that for a bit now. That's the area we really need to get some clearance. So we're holding right underneath that. We just haven't been able to get this push outside of that 350 area in order to test 361. So our support through here is pretty far down. It's about 289, 290. So that's going to be an area that we'll be watching if we could get a pullback. And then our monthly trend line, if we pull even further back, I'm going to be watching that 230 area to see if we can hold that level. So looking at our weekly, this was such a beautiful swing. We finally got our break on that weekly trend line. Absolutely beautiful. What I'm going to be watching is a couple things. One, this trend line to see if we can continue to hold it. But I'm also looking at this push right through here for a couple different reasons. If you are looking for different patterns, this is a very specific pattern. This looks very much like an inverted cup and handle. So for an inverted cup and handle, if this is what we're looking at, we just created the handle, and what that would set us up for is more downside again. So just a couple things to look at. I'm going to be mindful of this channel right through here and kind of see if we reject and can hold this lower trend line and get a bounce and head back up further. But for right now, it is definitely looking more like an inverted cup and handle. So looking at the daily, these are some areas that I've just been watching. They're significant areas that we need to break through. That 361 we keep talking about. If we can get past 361, we have some room to kind of get back up into this area, but it has definitely been something that we've struggled with. You can see the last time we came through, we tried to clear it and get back up and we couldn't, and we ended up falling lower and then holding underneath here. So looking left, you can see this is that choppy area that I was talking about that we just could not break through last week. Really difficult area to break through. So looking up above us, we've got 361, and below we've got about 325. So this is that range that we need to kind of get outside of to see some more long-term direction. For our daily trend line, I'm just going to be watching to see if we can hold 302 if we pull back. So levels to keep in mind, right now we're between 361 and 325. If we break 325, we can test 312, and then our trend line about that 302. There are other levels in between, and we will definitely fill you guys in on those, but these are just the areas that I would be marking to kind of keep track and see where we're headed for next week. If we can get that 361 clearance to the upside, that would be amazing, and then we can potentially set up to test 400 and above.